I checked every box. I had the message, I built the offer, I made the damn spreadsheet. Several, in fact, I'm sure. I picked the color palette, painted the office, and even arranged crystals on the windowsill and, of course, the desk. I did it all and thought I had done it right. But nothing. No bang, no one breaking down the doors, just silence. It was a wilting, a death that didn't even show up with a rattle to let me know it was dead. I put on my big girl panties, after crying, of course, and the ever-present finger pointing at myself for being a failure, and started again. Gurus, copywriting classes, marketing, brand story, graphics, hooks, pain points, and most of all, coaching and investing in me. What followed wasn't just another failure. It was a remembering. And that's what this podcast is. This is my return, a return from the depths of despair, a return to me and what is real for me. Maybe you have felt it too. Picture this. I'm at my altar, incense is burning, coffee is half drunk, candles flickering next to my laptop, part mystic, part rebel, fully done with business as usual. This is Awaken Your Biz Goddess, a podcast for wild-hearted women who never fit the mold and aren't about to start now. I'm Audrey Acton, intuitive biz coach, sacred space holder, and your guide on the pathless path. Come as you are, leave lit up. Let us begin. You follow the rules. You did what they said. You built the empire, or you tried to, and now you're burnt out, not lit up. And you're asking yourself, what is the point? I call this the feminine energy crisis. Because this isn't about strategy, it's about starvation. We have been wrung dry by a system that tells us to do more, prove more, be more. We have confused achievement with aliveness. And we're not even sure what that aliveness means, not even just to us, but did we ever even know? The belief in having it all, having that wonderful life, the successful business, the dream come true. It's a lie. It's one I found wasn't just me lying to myself, but one perpetuated by the business model itself. That lie takes our autonomy. The lie is that you're broken and need to fix you. That you have work to do on yourself because it takes work to be healthier, better, smarter, blah, 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 blah. But more importantly, this lie takes our innate sense of female brilliance and power from a place of necessity to one of ridiculousness. I mean, to think that her female brain and energy and power was worthwhile in the business world, that's just plain silly. Like saying there's no crying in baseball. Well, apparently there's no crying in business either. Believing this lie of having it all, it cost me. I lost myself in the doing. I abandoned joy if I had ever even known what it felt like before this. I learned that the shape-shifting I had been doing all my life was not serving me, and it kept me from shining. Not only that, I simply didn't know how to shine or how to be my true self or who that true self was. The worst part, I thought it was my fault. Of course. I thought if I was exhausted, I just needed a better planner, more organization, motivation that was sort of sustainable past that waking up moment. If I wasn't thriving, I needed another coach or another funnel or another rebrand or maybe just some damn sleep. What I really needed was a reckoning, and I cracked open. Instead of falling apart, I fell in. I found a woman buried in the rubble. She wasn't broken though. She was wild, sacred, tired, but still alive and waiting patiently for me to wake up and see her in all her messy glory. I met goddesses I didn't know lived within me. I opened doors in my heart that I had boarded up and forgotten. And joy? She didn't ask for a 10-year plan. She wanted to dance, a dance I didn't need to know the steps to. But I could just do my 80s bounce around thing and still come out looking good. I started listening to the feminine within me, not the version we were taught to control, the real one, the messy, the mystical, the mouthy one, the one who dances naked under the full moon and speaks in powerful whispers of knowing. This podcast is not content. It's a circle, a reclamation, a spell, and a ritual for awakening your goddess. It's for the women who are tired of forcing, faking, and following reliable, everyone does it formulas. It's for those of us who have said, what if I just burn the whole damn thing down? Maybe you even use a different word. And maybe you haven't burned it all down yet, but dream about doing it anyway. Maybe most of all, you're ready to start again. This time from within, from your heart, from the calling inside of you that doesn't measure your success by money and things, but that measures your success by who you are and the joy you can bring to yourself and your life at any given moment. I'm Audrey Acton, mystic mentor, lantern holder, former planner, and organizational enthusiast. I have burned out, broken down, and come back so many times. This time, though, I've come back with magic in my pocket and dirt under my fingernails. I have built businesses, torn them apart, and found something far more sacred beneath them. Me. This podcast is what happens when a wild woman gets tired of playing pretend and, most of all, playing it safe. So, welcome back to Awaken Your Biz Goddess. We're going to talk business, of course, but we're also going to talk ritual, rage, rest, remembering, goddesses, gods, curiosity, heart space, play, and best of all, fun. We'll tell the truth. We'll light some candles, maybe curse a little or a lot, and we will reclaim the part of ourselves we were told was simply too much and therefore not appropriate for business or for your life. Because the bottom line is, you were never broken. You were handed this little play plastic sword and told to go slay dragons. Well, it's time to forge your own sword now, and you will. If this feels like truth, maybe a calling, subscribe now and join Whispers from the Wild Mystery, my sort of weekly notes on life, rituals, meditations, whatever comes up from the big U. Or you can start diving deep right now with the Goddess Growth Map to begin your own remembering. That QR code has all the links that you need. Let's walk this pathless path together. Not to win, but to come home.